Well, ladies and gents, Exorcist the Believer is a huge box office bomb. 2.85 million in previews. It's being absolutely ripped apart, and it's got a huge, monumental pay packet behind it. This movie's a tank, just sinking to the bottom of the ocean. We also have a hilarious, and it genuinely is hilarious, Rotten Tomatoes score, which we're going to take a look at in a minute. But let's take a look, right? So they bought this for about $400 million, the rights to this. Why? Why would you do that? These movies have never made like huge sums of money. They are what they are. Like, the first one's fantastic. But what, 400? What? You're insane. So David Gordon Green's The Exorcist Believer kept the horror peace train going at the box office. They're trying to say this is good. Basically, $20 million to $30 million at the box office. That's what it's going to take this weekend. Not good at all. Really not good. Genuinely quite terrible. So previews began 5 p.m. This is yesterday, so yeah, on Thursday. Universal has IMAX and PLFs on this one, which is booked at 3,663 theatres. So not even... They haven't even managed to secure a great deal of theatres either, to be honest. So Exorcist Believer's previews are just 850,000 more than what Lionsgate Saw pulled in last Thursday. The difference is Saw didn't really cost anything. They had to buy the rights, Universal and Blumhouse. They had to get the rights to this. That cost quite a lot of money. And not only that, they then had the budget for the film as well. This will never, ever, ever make money. Ever. Saw, it's just their franchise, isn't it? It's Lionsgate's franchise, so just cracking on with it with a small budget for the actual production itself anyway. So Lionsgate Saw X anyway took 13 million. Production ending its first week, and then an estimated 24.4, which is more than Saw rate, but blah blah blah. I mean, it's not, you're liking it like for like. It's not how you do it. They're not the same because this budget's just ridiculous. So The Nun 2, which demo-wise Exorcist Believer looked like it was about the same. So 18 to 34-year-olds, older males, of course. The Nun 2 drew in 3.1 million in previews before a $32.6 million start. And this is what they say here. So Saw X was the best in the franchise with critics 83 certified fresh. The $400 million franchise pickup of Exorcist the Believer, not so much. $400 million franchise pickup. Exorcist. $400 million. What are you doing? So the Exorcist package cost that much for Universal, Peacock, Blumhouse, Morgan Creek. Exorcist Believer itself, production budget was only $30 million before marketing. So $400 million plus $30 million. I mean, what are you actually... Are you insane? Why would you spend so much money on that? Very strange choice. I'm assuming they thought that they would be able to, I don't know, make something with respect to some similarities to Halloween, perhaps. So strange. Very strange choice. Yeah, I mean, this is going to bomb. Huge bomb. If this does $30 million in its open weekend, it is still a huge fail. Unless they're going to spin this off elsewhere in terms of, oh God, I don't know, maybe like a TV series to go on Peacock, I guess. But this has been absolutely obliterated on Rotten Tomatoes. Absolutely obliterated. 20%. 20%. It's really quite bad. And it's just generic nonsense, is what they're saying. If this wasn't connected to the 73 film, it would be wholly shallow and generic. Because it is directly connected to that film, though, it's also a grave error in judgment. Stop putting faith in David Gordon Green. He's not good. It's the guy who made Pineapple Express, for God's sake. By the time Burstein was monologuing about the power of church bringing people together to syrupy music, not only did I wonder if I was watching one of the worst movies ever made, but pondering what the hell happened to mainstream horror. William Friedkin's original 73 take on demonic possession was thrillingly too much. This sorry sequel from Gordon Green is boringly too little. Believe this, if you let the marketing devils lure you into this one, you're in for an unholy mess. Though Green tries all types of terror tactics, from sudden jump cuts to graphic gore, there isn't a single scare in a 2-hour movie. Fucking hell. Yeah. $400 million, ladies and gents, they bought this for. I am so shocked. It's gotta be some money laundering tactics. Has to be. For most of the running time of Believer, I was trying to figure out why, other than money, it was made. Well, apparently not, though, because they're throwing money down the drain on this one. Believer can probably still claim to be the best of the Exorcist sequels, but that's a low bar. Even the positive ones are really bad. Some of, anyway. Successfully stringing together shocking, disgusting and terrifying moments counts as a solid day's work for most horror directors, and since Believer achieves all of that, it's competent enough, but I expected better from Mr. Green. So you're saying the bar is so low, that's why it was okay? That's ridiculous. Like, actually ridiculous. I felt that this went back to the roots of the first film, that faith and belief goes a long way towards confronting the evil ills of our lives, combined with the symbolism of emerging adolescence, more like David Gordon Green than I'd seen in a while. I mean, that's a positive one. But not many. Not many. I mean, even the Mary Sue didn't like it. It's got 2 female leads. Even that couldn't save it from the feminist clutches of Mary Sue. Like, actually shocking. This is terrible. Ugh. I mean, what else is there to say? You absolutely wrecked yourself by spending that much money on this film. So this is an epic bomb. Monumental loss for Universal. And they've had some good movies lately, so they've really screwed themselves here. Stop putting faith in David Gordon Green.